Top 10 MLB left fielders, 10 to 6, 2015 edition. Let's go. All right. Happy retirement to Michael Cuddyer, the ex-Twin, ex-Rocket, ex-Met. He's done so much for this game. He played, like I just said, he played a year with the Mets this year. So that was he's only been in New York 1 year, but pretty much his career was Minnesota and Colorado. Great career for him, of course. Made the game such a great thing to watch. It was he was a very entertaining player to watch, and people enjoyed watching him. He had no real superstar status, but I clearly thought he was one of those key guys in the game. Again, looking at a two-time All-Star, a Silver Slugger, and NL batting champion. Didn't get to play in the World Series. He did, but he didn't. Again, the Mets did reach it this year, but again, he just wasn't capable of really playing there. So it's kind of sad to say. But he was definitely many times in the postseason. I mean, looking at his career, you're looking at a guy that was able to pretty much be productive on offense. If people know who Michael Cuddyer was offensively, 1,536 games played, 5,488 at bats, 809 runs scored, 1,522 hits, 333 doubles, 42 triples, 197 home runs, 794 RBIs, 527 walks, 1,101 strikeouts, 75 stolen bases, a 277 average, 344 on base, and a 461 slugging with an 805 OPS. Sorry about that. Again, this is he had great numbers throughout his career, and he was able to be a reliable hitter. He really, I mean, did he have like those? Oh my goodness, like these numbers don't jump out at you like Hall of Fame status numbers, but I'm still looking at him like he had a productive career for sure, you know. And defensively, don't forget him defensively. Um, Pretty much looking at it at left field wise. He didn't really play much defensively left field. He played mostly first base. But I mean, you're looking at first baseman wise. If you want to look at the total number of what he did, he was a right fielder. At right field, you're looking at 1,576 putouts, 72 assists, 24 errors, 14 double plays, and 986 fielding percentage. At first base, he had a 994 fielding percentage. Second base, 986. Third base, 943, and left field, 971. And also, Steve even played center field for a little bit, and he had a perfect fielding percentage. So anywhere he was always going to be a quality defender. So pretty much, yeah, he was a quality baseball player, and people will miss him. He'll truly be missed. Happy retirement, Michael Cuddyer. All right, number 10, Christian Yelich, age of 24, Miami Marlins left fielder. A young 24-year-old kid that's only been in this league for 2, 3 years now. So he still has a lot to improve on, but he deserves wholeheartedly to be named top of this game on terms of his position. Looking at his 6 years, $42.49 million he has left on his Miami Marlins contract. What has he done in the span of his career? Well, he's won a Gold Glove last year, and we all know that his glove is extremely important to the team and also to his game. But he's also a great offensive type player that people don't really give him credit for. I really believe people really do not give credit to this kid. He's actually fantastic offensive player. On top of being a gifted baseball player, he's like I said, it's a talent. So I mean, let's just see his numbers. Looking at it, 126 games played, 476 at bats, 63 runs scored, 143 hits, 30 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 44 RBIs, 47 walks, 101 strikeouts, 16 stolen bases, a 300 average, a 366 on base, a 416 slugging, a 782 OPS overall. That's a valuable player right there that hits 300 average. Yeah, okay, he's going to get on base and he's going to give pitchers nightmares and he's going to give the defense problems. And speaking about defense, we all know he won a Gold Glove. What did he do this year? Well, again, he played pretty much almost his entire games at left field, so it's really reasonable to put him at left field. Again, looking at it, 182 putouts, 5 assists, 2 errors committed, a 989 fielding percentage. So you look at that, yeah, last year he won the Gold Glove because he had no errors. He had a perfect fielding percentage. This year, 2 errors, right? But it's 2 errors, okay? Obviously, it's different from the infield wise because infielders get more errors than the outfield guys do. But 2 errors is really not that bad at all. It's not at all something that I'm like, wow, it's so no, 2 errors. That's it. But he's able to defensively, really, he's a defensive threat as well as an offensive threat. So he has a dual combination. So at 24, he's still got many years to improve and get better. So Christian Yelich, you're number 10, but he's gonna skyrocket at a point in this list. Number 9, Colby Rasmus, age 29, Houston Astros, left fielder, now possibly going to be turned into a center fielder. Who knows? But right now, he is a left field on this countdown. Again, age 29. I know him, and I saw him play when he was very younger in developing as a player when he was in St. Louis, and he was to me. I was like, wow, this is a really great. This is a player in the making. This is going to be a superstar in the making. And then he kind of falters a little bit. He goes to Toronto. Doesn't I mean he has good years obviously there, but it's not like he's really got himself into a groove. And he goes to the Houston Astros for 2015, and I believe he found his stroke. I believe he's going to get back there to where he was back in the beginning of being in the St. Louis Cardinals organization. And really, I think he's got all the tools of being a really great piece to a puzzle of a team that's really trying to get to win a World Series. He's really helpful in so many ways, and he's just a great baseball player. Again, no accolades he's had. His contract as of right now is 1 year, $15.8 million. So we'll see where that goes with the Astros wise. I know they want to keep him. He's a quality outfielder. Again, 137 games played, 432 at bats, 67 runs scored, 103 hits, 23 doubles, 2 triples, 25 home runs, 61 RBIs, 47 walks, 154 strikeouts, 2 stolen bases, 238 batting average, 314 on base, 475 slugging, a 789 OPS. The slugging to me matters to me. He can hit home runs and he can get doubles. He can get from what you saw 2 triples there. So he can get stuff. I think the batting average wise, that's the only thing that's like, ooh, dude, that's in the low 200s. What are you gonna do, But he can always try to improve off of him and try to get better every time. Again, saying as a 29-year-old, when you're shooting your shooting stroke, hitting stroke, whatever sport you play, really, I mean, you kind of have the gist of what you're doing, so you can't really change it as much. Sometimes it could be hard. But I know he's a quality outfielder, so there's nothing much to be really mad about with him. Just the average is low, and that's probably going to be like that for all the time in his career. Again, left field wise, he had at left field 80 putouts, 2 assists, 2 errors, 976 fielding percentage. He played center field this year at 986 fielding percentage, and right field 978. So center fielder, he's got a better grasp at that. I feel like maybe they should probably put him there. Who knows what they'll do with him and Carlos Gomez? I'm not sure if he's already still there or if he's going to be signed here, or I don't know. But Houston has a huge thing to go as. All I know is right now a center fielder looks like it's the best option for him right now with defensive wise. But he's a great quality defender. And he definitely deserves to be on this countdown. So he's not number 9, and yeah, pretty good year for him. Number 8, Chris Davis, age of 28, Milwaukee Brewers left fielder. 2-year veteran type of player. I say veteran because at 28, he definitely isn't a really young kid, young guy, But he still is in his 20s, and he still is able to produce, and he still is going to get better every year. And I believe he will be a really great, talented left fielder to keep watching through his career. Definitely, really for me, he kind of came out of nowhere. In 2013, he did play like 56 games. I didn't play much, but in 2014 he kind of exploded to me. Like I'm seeing him like, oh wow, like I'm seeing him in highlights and stuff, and just I'm seeing his raw power and his raw talent, and I'm like, wow, he's really something. I want to keep watching this guy named Chris Davis. Again, no accolades for him. His contract as of right now hasn't even been signed. This is a guy that I believe I'm like, what? You need to sign this guy, especially if you're Milwaukee. I think you need to sign this guy. This guy's very valuable to your team, and he shows it. He really is a really talented baseball player to your team, and yeah, he can do it. Let's look at it offensively though. This year, 121 games played, 392 at bats, 54 runs scored, 97 hits, 16 doubles, 2 triples, 27 home runs, 66 RBIs, 44 doubles, 122 strikeouts, 6 stolen bases, 247 average, 323 on base, 505 slugging, 828 OPS. He played in less games. He played in 20 less games than last year in 2014, and he had a better statistical offensive numbers, which to me is crazy, which means he's improving and getting better. And then defensively, looking at 171 putouts, 1 assist. He had 5 errors, a 972 fielding percentage. His defense went a little bit down from last year, especially with the errors wise. But he still is a quality defender, and he still has great baseball instincts. And really, I can tell you that yeah, he's talented, and this is a really lucky Milwaukee Brewers team to have this guy, and he deserves to be one of the top left fielders. He definitely deserves to be on this list. So Chris Davis definitely deserves it. Number 7, David Peralta, age of 28, Arizona Diamondbacks left fielder, a 2-year veteran in a way, just like Chris Davis is. They both are, really lack of MLB experience, but are at the age where they are kind of veterans in this game, and I feel like they have more, just a more of um, a presence to them where they're mature about things and that they get things and they understand they're not going to make mistakes like a 22-year-old guy would, in terms of different actions and different ways they would, play the game or different ways they do off things off the field, maybe anything in the news, any type of just really stupid things that young people could possibly think of, And I'm young myself. I'm 18, about to turn 19 in 10 days, and so I even done stupid things. But it's kind of like that thing. So I'm not degrading young people. I'm just saying we tend to sometimes make mistakes, but it's kind of like where they're at as they're almost their 30s, so they're not able to do that. They're more mature, their brain is more adapted. But anyway, enough of the psychologically uh, type of lesson here. The thing that we're talking about is David Peralta. The thing, but the left fielder we're talking about is David Peralta, and he is a fantastic left fielder. Fantastic left fielder. Again, has no accolades, but I mean, really, he should. Looking at what he's done this year, 149 games played, 462 at bats, 61 runs scored, 144 hits, 26 doubles, 10 triples, 17 home runs, 78 RBIs, 44 walks, 107 strikeouts, 9 stolen bases, a 312 average, 371 on base, 522 slugging, 839 OPS. This is a great batting, just great offensive numbers for him. And then defensive wise, he's had 211 putouts, 3 assists, 2 errors, 991 fielding percentage. Great defender, great offensive player, dangerous guy, gonna get even better, and I can't wait to see him get even better because he is going to get it. He's gonna be a great talent to this game, and he's gonna be right there in the top 5 of left fielders in the game. Definitely. Continue to surge out, David Peralta, please. Number 6, Brett Gardner, age 32, New York Yankees left fielder. He's been in the New York Yankees organization his entire career. He's been here. He's definitely done a great job. He's been having to deal with the retirements of the core four, and really he's done a great job even with that. Really, he's stepped into the role of really being a leader of this team, being kind of the face of the franchise in a way. And he's done a great job over the years. All-Star, World Series champion, AL stolen base leader, 2-time Philly Bible Award winner. So he's got that, and then on top of that, he's got 3 years, $39 million deal still on his contract. So he's still got time. I think he's going to be here his entire career. For my honest opinion, I think he will stay here and be a Yankee for the rest of his career, be in pinstripes. And that's awesome because you always like to have more guys that have played on on this field for one team, for one team in the league. And so it's awesome. Again, what is his stats? 151 games played, 571 at bats, 94 runs scored, 148 hits, 26 doubles, 3 triples, 16 home runs, 66 RBI, 68 walks, 135 strikeouts, 20 stolen bases, 259 average, 343 on base, 399 slugging, a 742 OPS. Come on now, that's really good numbers. I really enjoy that. It's awesome to see how he's gone like produce wise. I mean, he can produce now offensively. He's become an offensive threat on defense at left field. 178 putouts, 6 assists, 0 errors, a double play. Pretty much accumulates to a perfect fielding percentage. Pretty much what does that say? It says that he's a great defensive player plus a great offensive player. Mix that together, he's a dangerous baseball player that really pitchers have to watch out for. Everyone on the base have to watch out for him because he brings speed. He got the power. He can hit the ball. He can get doubles, triples. He can, he's able to create a lot, and he's able to bruise this a lot, and he's able to really become a threat, and so he's a great contributor to the game, a great contributor to the New York Yankees, and this is why he's on this list. So I know he was going to keep surging, and we'll see what happens next year.